So do I think it's necessary to learn Buddhist logic and debate to make progress on the path? You know, there's so many different ways that people can progress on the path because everybody has a different disposition. And the Buddha clearly saw that there's not one cookie cutter way, that people had different inclinations, different dispositions. So there had to be different ways of practice. So I personally like learning the reasoning and the philosophical kinds of things and debate. But I see that it doesn't always work for everybody. And another style of practice may be more suitable for some people where they're at that present time. Okay? Just as the philosophical studies may be more suitable for another group of people according to where they are at that particular time. Okay? I think it also depends on how the philosophical studies are taught. Okay? Because the way they're usually taught is you're given the syllogism, sound is impermanent because it's a product of causes. Yeah, and then you learn all about syllogisms and right reasons and wrong reasons based on syllogisms like that. Okay? So for some people, they scratch their head and they say, wait a minute, I know sound is impermanent. You ring the bell and you hear the sound change. What do we need syllogisms for? And so if it's taught just like that, then these people don't see the value of learning that way of thinking. Okay. What we've done here is we've made syllogisms about how our mind thinks and the stories our own mind tells us. Yeah. So, like we see just in our daily life, we jump to conclusions. That person doesn't like me because they spoke rudely to me. Okay? And that's a syllogism, something we made it up in our mind. We have a certain reasoning. But if we examine it, we see that reasoning is totally illogical. Yeah, just because somebody spoke rudely. Well, first of all, what is rude speech? And are we sure that they were rude? Or was it just that we didn't like what they say? Or maybe they had a stomach ache. So how do we know it was even rude speech? And second of all, even if it were rude speech, how does that, it doesn't necessarily mean somebody doesn't like us. So, I found that if you make syllogisms that relate to people's lives, then they can see the value of that kind of study. Yeah. And so we've done it here. We've had a lot of fun with it. Yeah. So, but I think my experience has been with the philosophical study is that it's very helpful in helping you to learn to think clearly. Yeah. Because to ask a question, you have to be very clear. What information do you have? What is it you seek to know? And what you'll often see in just general Dharma talks, when people ask questions, they raise their hand and then they'll talk for 5 minutes. There's this and that and this and that. And at the end, you're really not sure what their question is. And even if you ask them, please, can you say your question in a short way? It's difficult for them to do it. So the philosophical studies, personally speaking, they help me really think more clearly. What is it that is my question? What is it that I really want to say instead of all my meandering thoughts and unusual way of tying ideas together that, you know, we all have. Okay, so I think it can be very, very helpful for people.